Coastal changes due to erosion on Walney Island in Cumbria have been taking place for hundreds of years. The Cistercian monks of Furness Abbey built a dyke on the eastern side of the island to prevent land near the hamlet of Biggar from flooding at high tide, as well as dykes on the western coastline. Dykes were kept in good repair by the tenants of the abbey. After the dissolution of the abbey in 1537, the dykes fell into disrepair, and there were reports that a great part of the lands adjoining the sea were flooded. In 1564, an agreement was reached by the tenants of Walney and the Duchy of Lancaster. The tenants took on full responsibility for the maintenance of the sea defences, and their rent was cut. In 1774, Thomas West wrote in his Antiquities of Furness that the sea had ravaged a great part of Walney and threatened to waste it. When a high wind shall concur with the heavenly bodies to swell the equinoctial tides to a certain height, the island will probably be cut in two. In 1771, the tide crossed the island twice in 3 or 4 places, and in 1796, the sea covered all the low grounds and did a great deal of damage. In 1805, Dr. William Close, in his version of West's book, noted that the encroachment of the sea had been so rapid that the houses at Southend and 2 miles northward seemed destined to the fate of their predecessors, implying that they would be washed away. In his Itinerary of Furness and the Environs in 1810, he observed that the erosion was less pronounced where scars or pebble beds occurred, and that perhaps the best way to protect the shore was to intersect the sand by collections of large, loose stones. He also mentioned the danger of removing large amounts of stones from the beaches near Southend Farms for use in paving the roads of towns in South Lancashire. This continued until the mid-19th century. In 1833, R.A. Peacock surveyed the south end of the island and transferred his measurements and those taken in 1797 onto the 1847 Ordnance Survey map. This was then used by James Melville to produce a map showing the changes to the coastline up to 1951. In 1907, a Royal Commission on Coastal Erosion heard evidence from Jonah Walker Smith, the borough engineer, who said that between 80 and 300 feet had been lost at Southend in 42 years, due to the absence of hard rock, the action of wind and waves, as well as the frost. In 1922, an unemployment relief scheme built 11 concrete groins, each 120 feet long, and at a cost of £1,000. But between 1910 and 1963, 50 feet of coast was lost. These photographs, supplied by the Cumbria Wildlife Trust, show the loss of land at the boundary of the South Walney Nature Reserve since 2013. But what is the solution to this problem?